All right, all right. All right, all right. I hope everyone's having a good Wednesday night. So let's see. Okay. Are we live? I said, are we live? And it looks like we are on all three platforms. Vigilante Wednesday here on another episode of me playing games. Still trying to get back my health. Me health. For myself. Oh, Lord. Not sure how long we're going to stream. Did not send a 30-minute announcement. Yeah, who knows? My notifications come out. And I started a little early. I'm thinking about 10, 15 minutes early. What time is it? Hopefully I got my damn phone charging because it needs to be charging. But I'm just, I've been playing Lies of P. That game's fucking hard. And I tried playing a little bit off stream. But I didn't really get that far. I got a little further, but still some ways to go. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just play something simple, something fun, so I can talk to the chat, do what I need to do. Howdy, Tom Jensen and Richard. You guys are here. So we're just going to play something simple, do a bunch of runs. Not sure how long we're going to go. Just simple so I can talk and stream. And just chill out. Shout out to Matt from Fireball Production, who did some streaming a Counter-Strike of his own. So that was cool. That was in his chat. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Should be making music. Have not been doing as much as that as I would like. Did make a video. So there's a video coming out for tomorrow morning around 6 a.m. my time, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard. Talking about Purple Rain, the musical, which of course will be updated for modern audiences. So that's going to suck. Now the videos are going to be awesome. Please watch the video. But unfortunately, the Purple Rain musical will probably not be that good, especially because the first one was already a musical. Jazz beat the Nuggets. I did not see that. I have not been, even though I have a sports channel, I've not been paying attention to basketball as much as I would like to. But, how are the Jazz doing this season? Because Lauri Markkanen is like a freak player. We got all these hybrids, these 7-foot guards essentially. I think he's a 3. And I haven't been paying attention to the records of everybody. But Nuggets is still probably my pick to repeat, especially with the Suns. That's a video I need to make. The Suns have been looking kind of trash. I don't believe in the Lakers. I don't believe in LeBron. LeBron's not a threat no more. I hate to, I'm not a stan. I'm not a hater. I consider myself LeBron agnostic, but I don't consider him a threat for the championship anymore. And I haven't for years, even when he won that crazy bubble one. So, and I could be wrong about that. I ain't an expert. But I don't consider him a threat. So my only teams that I really consider a threat to win the title are the Bucks and the Nuggets, for real. But I would love to, doesn't mean that's going to be the championship. Obviously, the Celtics are in there, but I feel like even though they have a lot of very talented team, and then Kristaps Porzingis has been a very good addition from what I could tell. I just still don't believe in Tatum or Brown. It's starting to get there the last 3 weeks. LeBron of course, he had 19 and 20, so they're mid at best. LeBron had 30. LeBron can still score. But he doesn't play good defense. Since you were there when I was in what's his name chat, Matt's chat. You were also in Matt's chat. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you calling my fans nerds, though. We're not nerds. We're geeks. No. But yeah, they're going to disrespect Prince. Video coming. It's just when you saw that, updated for modern audience. It's like, God damn it. Everything. You motherfuckers won't stop, ever. Just want the Jazz to make playoffs. Said they cursed because of Karl Malone. He did like him young. He did like him young. But we didn't know about that story when he was playing. He really went through his whole career without that story being a big deal of him getting the girl pregnant. And she offed herself. It's a really fucked up story. But he got a girl who was 15. This is still when he was in college, so he wasn't, that old. And clearly, I mean, as we see with Josh Giddey, the NBA doesn't care that much about raping or statutory rape. Who's disrespecting Prince? So they're doing a musical version of Purple Rain with a writer who said he doesn't like the original, and they're going to cancel Prince they're going to cancel Prince, and they're going to turn Morris Day. Spoilers for tomorrow's video. Oh shit! You know what? I need to add the link. Now that I mentioned it, I want to add the link to the New Yorker article that has all this information. I probably should link the original video where I got it as well. But yeah, they're updating it for modern audiences. So Prince is going to get canceled for being for slut shaming and being a sexist in the story. That's what's going to happen allegedly in the story. The person who wrote it doesn't like Purple Rain, and on top of that, Morris Day, who in the original film throws a woman in the trash, is supposed to be like a woman's right activist, or at least use women's right activism as a ploy to get Apollonia to sign with his media company. So yeah. How you gonna cancel a dead man? We're about to find out. We're about to fucking find out, I guess. Shit. And of course, this is the 40th anniversary of Purple Rain. So I'm upset about that. So I made a video. And so it'll be out, 6 hours, 7 hours, whatever it is. But yeah, just like, golly, y'all just won't stop. Y'all literally have to do a remake version of everything. Now, this case is supposed to be just a musical. I don't expect it to get that far. But I'm worried if there's any traction on this musical, they'll turn it into a full feature. That's probably what they wanted to do in the first place. And that's the thing. Just because it's a musical, I don't know that it's supposed to be a Broadway musical. But I don't know that they won't do anything more with it. But it's just like, golly. Y'all won't stop taking old properties and old franchises and trying to quote-unquote update them for a modern audience. You'll never stop, will y'all? Like, there's no limit. There's no number where it's like, okay, we've hit our quota. That's enough. We're done with it, guys. It's like, nope. So, yeah. So that sucks. I don't know my fault with Broadway no more. Why? If you don't like it, why they writing it? I don't know. I don't. It's the same story. Hey, Courtney. Hey, Happy Dinosaur. Musical will be forgotten next day. Prince will be remembered. That's what I'm hoping for. Because you guys remember they did a Spider-Man musical and that lasted like a week. And no one remembers it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm hoping happens. But it's just crazy you hear this. And musicals suck. And technically the original was a musical when you really think about it. But it's just crazy hearing the same story. Hey, do you like this property? No. Okay. We're going to update it for modern audiences. So it can be like with today's sensibilities. So if you don't like the story, why are you writing it? And why are you updating something that was of its time? That's a very 80s movie. It's super 80s movie. And music and soundtrack. You don't need to update it. You can, if you wanted to do just a word for word Broadway, how about just don't do it? How about write something new? And why do you hire somebody who admits, I don't really like the original property that much? Why? Okay, so why are you doing this? Well, the money. Well, okay, I get it. Everyone has to pay their bills. Eggs is high. But if you're in control, you can hire somebody who has writing credentials who's a fan. Richard, don't give them any ideas. Courtney's driving, and she'll be home in 10 minutes. She'll be able to chat then. Okay. But Richard said, next thing you know, Snow White is going to be a modern white girl who was secretly a lesbian, and Snow Bunny the man. And Snow Bunny is our new word for me too. So she can be with her girlfriend. And then they make the man abusive. Bro, they will actually do that. If you don't you know, Richard, if you were in a Hollywood meeting and you pitched that to a group of executives, they would greenlight it. He's like, yeah, we're going to make Snow White, but we're going to make her an empowered lesbian and give her an abusive boyfriend, but she's going to overcome it and be the power and show the power of woman. I promise you on everything I love, they'll greenlight it. They'll greenlight it with no problem. No problem. So yeah, don't give them any ideas, because they would absolutely do that. They wouldn't think twice either. Make bank, all that shit. I'll be a billionaire. Well, you'll fail upwards at least. You'll be a in-demand Hollywood producer, director. Because even if it doesn't make bank, they'll write it off and give you a better job. That's what they do to everyone else. Even if they make shit that doesn't go anywhere, they just write it off. Modern Snow White won't be white. Well, isn't the Daily Wire doing Snow White? Yeah, those untalented motherfuckers just want to leech off Prince's name. It's the 40th anniversary. They know Prince nerds like me are gonna probably spend money. I was just looking when I realized, like, shit, I need to get a vinyl. And the vinyl's all sold out online, of course. I know they had, and I should have got it a while ago. They had a vinyl, Purple Rain. It was actually purple, the vinyl itself. But I'm like, oh man, yeah, it's the 40th anniversary. All they need to do is release a special edition and release a couple extra songs off the vault that he has, and that's it. And we'll be happy. And we're literally, people will buy physical media. They just re-released Diamonds and Pearls like 6 months ago. People bought the physical copies of that. People, Prince fans, that's a niche fan base. They will buy whatever special edition, deluxe edition, Blu-rays. And they're not, sometimes they tax you if you want the whole thing, but they're not terrible price. You know what I mean? If you like that sort of stuff, you'll buy it. So it's like it's not really even about money. Y'all can make money off of us. We'll gladly give you money, just off of another special edition. We'll just do it. People buy shit they already got copies of all the time. Just do a deluxe edition, have different color vinyl, and some more merch. We'll gladly give you the fucking money. It's not about the money. It's about sending a message. It's about making sure every single franchise, no matter how obscure, and really, you know, I'm a Prince stan. Another news made 4 Catman comics. Cool. I'm a Prince stan, but everybody's not. Prince was, you know, in a way the Griselda of his day, where he was kind of a niche artist and kind of one of the biggest artists of his time. You know, obviously, and certain albums did more niche numbers. Certain albums were incredibly popular. You know, he was just kind of, because he released so much music, especially towards the 90s when he finally got out of his contract. He started just dropping shit every fucking week if he could. But it's not like everybody. It's gonna be 15-year-old kids never saw Purple Rain, and I don't want them to. The first time they see Purple Rain is gonna be this modern. He's gonna be texting people. It's like, no, this isn't even what Prince is about. This is why Prince was so crazy about ownership of his shit, because he ain't want motherfuckers to just fuck with it and just do whatever they want. But he died, and that's that. Oh man, hope they make. They was making Shapiro. Yeah, I was about to say Daily Wire's doing Snow White, and I swear to God, maybe Britt Cooper's not Ben Shapiro in drag, but she definitely looks like him. Nobody gonna see the musical except well-off old white woman. Yeah, it's probably not gonna go nowhere. So long as it just stays on Broadway. If they try to, oh well, we're gonna take it off Broadway and do a Netflix special, which is that's what I'm really worried about. Them actually taking it and doing something with it, and they'll do it regardless of the success of the musical. But Jason Voorhees is gonna return as a trans person who kills straight men. Bro, don't give him an idea. I promise you they'll do that. I promise you on everything I love, they would gladly do that. Because straightness is bad. Straightness is evil and patriarchy and all that other good stuff. But yeah, they are going to do that. And that looks cringe too, by the way. Who the fuck asked for Britt Cooper as Snow White? And why? They ignorant for even putting that bitch in a dress. Y'all know she is like. I'm sure in real life she's probably like attractive, right? I say I'm sure. I don't know. I never see this bitch. Like I said, I ain't 100% sure she's not Ben Shapiro in a suit, in drag. But no, like I'm sure she looks better in real life than I'm giving her credit for. But to put her under the gaze of a real film camera and all that stuff, it's like, y'all know this bitch is kind of hit. Like, why'd y'all do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why'd y'all? That's to me fucked up. That's to me kind of fucked up. It's like, all right, I was gonna say something that's probably not a good allegory. I ain't trying to get canceled, but I'm gonna say it anyway. It's like having somebody who's, what's the best term for it? Special needs, and then putting them in a situation where we all gotta act like they're not special needs. That's what it's like. Oh, you know what? I do know the rules of Thin and Scared, don't they? It's really fucked up, if I remember correctly, and I'm not sure if this is the current thing because you know they reboot shit. But at one point, it was like they basically, if a ship comes close with some men, they grab the men, they breed with the men, and I think they off the dudes. They either off them or keep them in cages and exile them, and that's it. And so they just use men as breeders, and they basically kidnap, grape, and breed with the men if the ship comes too close. And I'm not sure if that's a current iteration, but like I said, that was the iteration at one point. Has it always been that way? So that's not. That's still. That's the current one. That's the way it is now. The way it's always gonna be. That's crazy. See, that's a fucked up origin. A fucked up rule set to have for that society. If Amazon get mail, baby, yep, they throw them away. That's crazy. And this is a hero. It's one of the most beloved heroes in all of fucking, you know what I mean, comic books and in the media. And her origin and her society is absolutely misandrous and insane. Because to be pro-woman, you have to hate men for some reason. You can't just be, you know, women are great because they're great and that's cool. It's like, yeah, it's got to be, no, women are great because men are trash. It's like, why? Why you got to do me like that? So you use that to write your origin of Catman. Oh, man. All these that's a good point since you did, and that's what we've learned. All these political commentary twice wanted to be a part of Hollywood, unfortunately. And every franchise, no matter how well known, no matter how obscure, is a means for their political commentary. And it doesn't even matter that it gets forgotten. Like, does anybody remember Terminator Dark Fate? I just do because I was a fan of the Terminator franchise. But if you weren't, you probably didn't care about Terminator Dark Fate after the fact. Just like, you probably didn't care about that fucking Harley Quinn movie. And I remember, Jesus, it was the biggest bomb ever, which really wasn't. But people couldn't shut up about that damn thing at the time. The Fantabulous Harley Quinn. I forgot what they call it. Ended up going with just Birds of Prey, what they should have did off rip. You know what I mean? But that was another, like, well, why is this movie being made? Why are you antagonizing a large group of your fans for no reason? Why are you just antagonizing men? And more men went to see that damn movie than women. Because there's nobody give a fuck about no fucking Harley Quinn movie. Women don't care about that shit. Shit, men didn't really care about. No one really cared except your diehard fans that you shit on. Those are the only ones who you can guarantee care. Is your diehards. And it's like, why do you have to disrespect? Listen, I get that it's hard to sometimes cater for a wider audience and still keep diehard audiences in mind. That's not easy. But why do you have to intentionally antagonize your diehard audience? I don't get it. I mean, I get it we know we're in the modern era. Want to see Margot Robbie's gas voice, basically. So Cat manages homeless kid, gets adopted by Selena Kyle at the age of 13, but he grew up in the mean streets of Gotham. Comic starts off with Catman going off the Black Mass yacht blows up, and Catman wakes up and damn, it's scary. Holy shit. That would actually be cold. And then they tell the fans it's not for them. Then says the fans' fault when it's fit. Yeah, I don't get it. It's like, okay, I get it because this is what they do, and so I'm used to it. But like when you break down that this is what they do consistently, I don't like. What are you trying to accomplish at this point? At this point, because not everyone, right? But a lot of people know the MO. A lot of people don't even pay attention to you when you do this stuff. When you do a remake, nobody really wants to see it. So, what is the point of continuing to do this remake gimmick where you don't really appreciate the actual fans? And you're disrespectful to the actual fans, and you go through that loop of it's the fans' fault, they're just istaphobes, and that's why this thing that we told the fans that we didn't like them, and that's what they're gonna do when the Suicide Squad game comes out in a month or two, whenever it's supposed to come out. They're gonna say, "Oh, fans are just istaphobes," and that's why it failed. I have a vagina, deal with it, and all this other bullshit. You don't have to antagonize the fans. Even if you have a different vision that's disparate from what came before. Sometimes that can be a good thing. Obviously, it's often not in this world. But can't you just corpo speak it once it fails? Like, you know what, we try to do something different and want to make some changes. They don't give a fuck about corpo speak no more. And shit, I even said in the damn thing, it's like when you say we're doing something for modern audiences, you really don't even mean any audience. You just mean the corpos who own it. You're only doing this for yourselves. You're only sniffing each other's farts. Yeah. When you wake up, he gets found by Wonder Woman. I have a vagina. That's what the localizer said. I have a vagina, deal with it. That was her words. It's just like, you know what, man? If you don't want people to watch your product, that's fine. But just make your own product. It's not rocket science. I know everything I said has been said a million times before for a million different properties. But it just seems like, golly, y'all just gonna keep finding new properties to corrupt, and people are not even gonna remember these corruptions. Does She-Hulk was another thing everybody couldn't shut the fuck up. Does anybody even remember that they made a She-Hulk series? y'all remember one thing about the She-Hulk series? And if you do, it's probably just because you heard a video when they were talking about, oh, this one character reminds you of Doomcock, or Daredevil was in it. Like, do you remember it? Nobody remembers it. Nobody could possibly remember that shit. That's one of like dozens, literally dozens of Marvel shows that they've put out the past few years, by the way. Remember people saying it was terrible. And yeah, that's the only, you guys will have a better memory of it than most people. And y'all didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she twerked with Megan Thee Stallion. I do remember that. To make it short, Wonder Woman questions Catman starts being rude to him after noticing he's an innocent teenager who's a vigilante and shows him around the island. Huh. So that'd be an interesting premise. Too bad you couldn't pitch it to DC. They would just say, well, oh, that's nice, Richard, but you're going to need to put a chick in it. And you got a chick in it and Wonder Woman, but we're going to need you to put another chick in it and make sure you make it gay and lame. If you could do that, come back with that storyboard and we'll talk. So again, we're gonna need at least another chick and make her gay and lame. You can make Wonder Woman gay and lame too if you want. That's your business. But we need a whole nother chick and we need her gay and lame. So if you can get that done for us, we'll talk. We'll think about green light in the comment. You have any that was thank you, Richard, for your presentation. It sounds interesting. Are there any trans women of color in this story? I didn't really hear that. You know what I mean? Is Catman a trans woman of color? Potentially. Can we make Catman trans woman of color? This version? Maybe can Selena Kyle be a trans woman of color? Because that's the only that we would. It doesn't sound like a bad idea, but we didn't hear any trans women of color. And again, make sure they're gay and lame. Don't just make a gay character and try to make it cool. That's not what we're looking for in our portfolio here at DC. So if you do make add another female, it's not good enough to make her gay. You gotta also make her lame. If you can do that, we'll think about green lighting this. Said that. Hey, Robert. Hey. I don't know how that chick going back to the story, but yeah, it doesn't matter. She just has to be in there. She doesn't have to just put a chick in it. Make sure she's gay and lame. Again, some people will try to put a chick in it and then try to make her gay, but she's kind of interesting. That we don't want any interesting gay characters. We want her gay and lame. So, I think you can do it though. So yeah, you can get back out there, and if you can toss another, trans woman of color, preferably Latinx, well, we would appreciate it. We would appreciate it. But you're off to a good start. Catwoman's a dude fused with tiger DNA, and I won't make him a furry. We were gonna ask that. Does he have a sidekick that's a trans woman of color? No, I'm gonna stop. But this is really how the pitch meeting would go. This is really how the pitch. You're like, well, I don't. That's not really the story. But I'm gonna skip to the end of the comment. You want? Let me know. But in the end, Catman tells one woman that he doesn't know his body. Oh man, I already see where you're going. So now, because we just talked about the whole premise, that would be a cold ass story. If his biological parents was messed up because of Themyscira, and he's just an orphan male that got off the island, that'd be cold as fuck, bro. Like, all jokes aside, That would be kind of a cold little premise for him. I'm sure that'd be better. Catman's not always a character. Sometimes it's an alternate universe. But that would actually be cold. That's what do they do to male children? See, that would be a nice little dark. That'd be kind of cool. Honestly, the idea. So you should keep writing your stuff, man. Keep writing your stuff. I don't know how much sees they, them, Mascara, lol, yeah. So basically, like he basically think he's Themyscirian, but he's a male, and so somehow he just ended up in Gotham. Maybe they didn't want to kill him, so they just sent him to Gotham. So that'd be a cool origin. That'd be a cold origin, honestly. Richard, I gotta say, that would be a cold little origin. But that, unfortunately, they'd never publish it. That's what's crazy, and because of Wonder Woman's crazy origin, they would never want to go back and make her people look like, yo, that's kind of fucked up. But like, if you were a comic book writer, that would be a cold little, simple little origin. That's smooth. You know what I'm saying? That would be real smooth. But they can't show the society of fucking misandrous psychopath bitches that they wrong. So, unfortunately, especially not in this climate. And I mean, for real, that's actually messed up. Imagine if you did work hard enough to get a pitch meeting with somebody at DC, you pitched them the comic you just pitched us. And which would be probably better than 90% of the shit that they're going to release this year. At least 90%. And it wouldn't get greenlit. It's not Gotham, it's Gother, right? Am I right? So that would be a cold premise, man. Just the premise, you know what I mean? Obviously, you gotta flesh everything out, but that just would be a cold idea. But because it's it's so critical of the Themyscira and the Amazons, like, damn, y'all got a fucked up society over here, and y'all got orphans out here, you know what I'm saying? But you can't criticize them like that. You can damn near criticize a real woman. Anybody let you criticize this fictional one. It would somehow be the man's fault. It's man's fault for being evil, apparently. But that's like a cold little, simple little story. But it would be smooth, and you would want to know more of the comic. Yeah, that shit actually sounds cool. It's goth, ma'am. It's cool and shit, but how does your story help the gay community, right? That's exactly what they would say. They would listen to the whole pitch, and you got this whole little story, and I'm like, okay, I see where you was going, and they would just say, okay, that's nice, but like, there's no gay characters, and it's pretty, right wing when it comes to this portrayal of women. You had AIDS to his blood test. Yeah, is he a gay guy who gets AIDS? Now that's the type of hard hitting comic book writing we're looking for here at DC Comics. That's what Tom King would write. Why don't you write more like Tom King and cry, and make the male character cry like a bitch anytime you can get him to? Yeah, they don't. I not to go back into 2020 Vig or 2021 Vig. All we did was complain about the woke stuff. But I mean, this is unfortunately how we got here. We got here because there's not enough real care and interest in telling stories and character and all the stuff that we love about entertainment. Now, I think on some level that's changing just because we're starting to see lower budget projects and therefore less corporal infused projects. So we are starting to see, how many people talk about Yellowstone, which is actually a pretty big show now, but it wasn't at once, or Reacher or whatever the fuck. There's stuff out there, you know what I mean? And you're going to probably see more stuff out there because they can't. I think we're done with the Marvel era. And when I say Marvel, it's not just Marvel. It's Marvel, DC, Fast and the Furious. I think we're done with most movies are going to be $200 million budget movies that need to make $1 billion back, and they need to be, the corpos got to get all involved. We're going to see the return of the $20 to $50 million budget movie, maybe even less, because we got to toss it on the streaming service. And so now we can we can be more risky and take more chances, and we don't have to, have Black Rock approve and everybody approve. That's the only hope for the genre of entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Of scripted genre entertainment. But I think I am starting to just see more of it because it's like we can't afford this bullshit no more. But obviously they're not done with the bullshit. That's what we started this conversation with Purple Rain, the modern musical, the modern for modern audiences. Tom Jensen likes his Yellowstone. Rip is the definition of a man. Yellowstone's a banger. Everybody likes Yellowstone except me. I don't hate it. I just never watched it. At least Monkey Pop's Street Show No Mercy. Him being gay is impossible since he was injected with tiger DNA, which makes his sexual urges primal. Tiger on tiger action. There you go. Well, you got a better chance of getting greenlit just because of the tiger stuff. Hope you enjoyed the script. Yeah. Tom wants to write a dark fantasy. Mayor Kingstown's also a banger. See, there's stuff that people are liking, which is good, especially out in the streaming world. And I think, Hollywood shot itself in the foot. I don't think people are going to go back to the theaters, like for anything. I think there's at least a massive segment of people who are just going to wait till it comes out on streaming service, and they're not going to the theater to see it. They'll wait. They'll wait or they won't watch it. They don't even care. They're lost forever. And now, the theater, I think you got people who, there's still people who will go to the theater. I still like the theater experience, but I haven't gone in a while, so I can't say too much. So it's just, I think the theater, they're dead on their own. But it's not the end of the world because, again, it means budgets have to fall, and it means corporate interference ideally has to fall as well. People did go to see God. There's still a niche that will go to the theater. There's still a niche that will go to a theater if they want to see it. And it's still sizable enough to support some movies. I don't think the theater is going to die, but it's just going to be more niche. More and more niche as things go on. I mean, shit, people still buy the Criterion Collection. People still buy vinyl. It's not going to die, but it's not going to be the mainstream. I think it's dead as the mainstream format of entertainment delivery for long-form storytelling, i.e. movies. I think we're at a point where at least half the people rather just watch it on streaming. At least half. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that percentage is not quite half, and we'll see. We'll see. I feel like this January they have a lot of small. I wish they always release smaller niche movies in January, but there's no Marvel movie that's overlapping the year, at least that I can think of. Is there a movie that I'm not thinking of that's supposed to come out that's supposed to be the big movie? There's no Endgame. There's no Civil War or Infinity War or, you know what I mean, Age of Ultron. There's no killer app coming from Marvel now. At least that I can think of. And as much as I think, it sucks that Jonathan Majors got snow bunnied, I think it's bullshit. However, if you're just talking about the story that they were meandering through, the chance to reset is probably the best thing that could have happened for them. The chance to just take a few years and have to redo everything. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Not even Tay-Tay. Look at the reference. Catman only became Catman because he wanted to find his mom, Catwoman, because she had an issue with Two-Face, and she knew where she lived, so she made him leave the home. Hasn't seen her in a year and a couple months. Everyone's... I want to check out that Godzilla. Everyone is talking just... That Godzilla -1. They're just praising the hell out of it. Transzilla. Yeah, he is going to be a gay dinosaur at some point. Transzilla. Respect his pronouns. Respect their pronouns. Ripping the pride flag. Rainbow Godzilla. Deadpool 3, yeah. That's probably the big movie. That's going to be a big movie. You're right, Robert. Have no interest in Deadpool 3. I kind of want to see Deadpool 3 because they're bringing Hugh Jackman back. Even though he really wasn't going. I mean, I get... when did Logan come out? 2017? It wasn't gone that long. But whatever. I have a vague interest in that. I forgot about that. I don't think they got another bullet left in the chamber out after Deadpool 3. And you know what? I don't know how strong a bullet that is. I mean, even Deadpool 2, what was that? 2019? Do you really care about seeing Deadpool like that? I mean, maybe. I feel like the comic book era is kind of over. It just feels like it's done. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm crazy to think that either. It just feels like I don't feel like the people really care to see any of this shit. We need a new actor for the Hulk because it's got Mark Ruffalo. What? You said you can only revive the comic book era? Oh, shit. Nas says in here I was going to fuck with him with Eric July. Because you know how much he loves Eric July. If Nas said, I would say Eric July can do it. But he said he only talks about Eric July because people like him. I only talk about Eric July because he does it. The fuck? I actually just I just saw the thumbnail to Eric July complain. It was I don't know what the video was. I'll be honest, but I was sub to paid subscription to Eric July's YouTube channel from a long time. On $3, I've been paying $3 a month for years. For years. Now, 4 or 5 years. About 4 years. And I just saw a video and he was talking about DEI and Google. And I'm just like, I don't give a fuck about DEI and Google. Why is this video being made? What's the benefit to me, to anyone on earth, about DEI at Google, man? EVS is beefing Yellow Flag. See, this is what I'm not surprised to see the community fall apart like this, because it was falling apart when I left. It was Catman official, bro. I'll take over the industry by the reveal that he's Amazon. If they greenlit it and gave you the official Catman run, I think people will fuck it. Fuck with it. That's why I like Viz drama free. I mean, just who cares, man? Who cares about that shit? I mean, I saw it coming once. Larry and Tara Penis, because let's keep the names to protect the innocent, because we don't have no problem with nobody. Ain't nobody did nothing to us. I'm not trying to knock people, but I'm just trying to give my, you know what, you guys are big enough. You're big enough boys. You can handle a little critique. I got to handle critique. We all do. Shit, I had the guy the other day. I wouldn't have watched the video if I knew that it was just a voiceover style video or whatever he said. I got to deal with that. Oh, man. My bad. Sorry, dude. Because that's not what he wanted for his content. He got a right to express. He don't want it. So I say all that to say, once the Inquisition got messed up and y'all couldn't talk all that out to keep that going. I think they did one extra episode to act like everything was cool, but you could tell it wasn't. But once that was messed up, and then once, what's his name came in, Zack Snyder, who ironically enough should have been allowed to finish his universe. That may be a hot take, but I really think they should have gave Zack Snyder a chance to finish his universe in DC. That's another can of worms for another day. He was still disrespectful of the fandom, and that was a mistake how everybody reacted to it. And just all these little catty bullshit things, and getting fan bases to, well, you're not supposed to go over there, and if you do, you might get, they might block you or time you out. This is crazy. I thought we were having fun. First off, I thought we were supposed to be some sort of community where we all supposed to be like-minded individuals. But the truth is, motherfuckers have that crab in the barrel mentality, and everybody wants to be on top. And so everybody just, they just like catty bitches at each other. And that's a technical term. I wish it wasn't like this. I wish motherfuckers could have more respect for each other. But I think part of the problem is you can only go so far when all you're focused on is negative. You can only go so far when you have to have woke stuff to fuel you. It's like, are you sure you hate woke stuff? Or do you need a bunch of woke content so you can pay your bills? Because I kind of think it's the latter. So I don't think you actually hate woke stuff, but you got to dwell in negativity. You got to look for stories. You got to, and that was that's what really got me to stop, is when you're doing content, whether it was a Vigilante Williamson, I used to do the show daily, or you're doing somebody else's show, or the MF for Cocktail Lounge, or the Culture Grind Fires, and you got to go to fucking, and no disrespect to the platform, because I wanted to write for it at one point, but I never submitted nothing. But and who knows, if I would have kissed enough ass, maybe I could have. But got to go to Bounding in the Comics, got to go to a certain few sites, got to go to Deadline, and look for something to be mad about. It's like that. Oh, that was so soul crushing. Honestly, that was as soul crushing as going through this as a fan. Now, don't get me wrong. I still find myself, because they can't even leave Purple Rain alone. They can't leave Spider-Man alone. They can't leave anything alone. They can't leave the Suicide Squad game alone. So, yeah, it's still a subject. It still matters. It's still relevant. But you can't live off bread alone. You know what I mean? I can't just wake up every day and, okay, I'm about to talk about a subject that's going to piss me off because it's Tuesday and I got to find something to piss me off. And then, like, oh, Google is has DEI. Really? No shit. All these companies, like every shit, my company has diversity and inclusive and trans pronoun, all this bullshit. Because every company's doing that now. I don't have to give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do nothing crazy to lose my job, but it'll probably never really affect me even at this job. I just do my shit and just go about my business. I don't have to give a fuck about no other company and their diversity bullshit. I could just not care. Life is too short. It's too fucking short. Yeah, Robert, what did you think about the Cat Williams interview? I made a video about it. It was interesting. It was definitely entertaining. He didn't say too much that I didn't know. I mean, some specifics I didn't really know. I didn't know he was speaking to Prince. Didn't know he was cool with Prince. Didn't know Earthquake couldn't read. Didn't know little simple stuff like that. But Steve Harvey's a gatekeeper, really? Diddy's into some wild shit, really? This isn't shocking, you know what I'm saying? But it did, set the fucking internet on fire. Even Echo Base Network did a video about it. Everybody did a video, and all the goddamn reposts. Jesus, if I see another shorts that reposted that like it's their own, they didn't even react to the content, just reposted it. And Tiger Throat fucked him. No, don't do that. Poison. See, I'm missing all sorts of stuff in the story. Hold on. Let's see. This is what I read. If Richest Cat Man is greenlit, he'd be the first black man in Hollywood and first Dominican. Real hot take. The Rebel Moon movie, what he did, talking about Snyder was meh. I didn't see it. And, listen, Snyder is meh, but I think he at least just let him finish his story. Or at least let people finish that story. Phantom Menace and Commons Gate turned to high school stuff. That's sad to see, Tom Jensen. What else should I explain to y'all? Know how the man got his tiger DNA? To get bit by a radioactive tiger? I gotta do it from Robert. Yeah, they're all just little simp boys who were happy someone from Hollywood gave them a time of day. When it didn't turn out how they hoped, they let their inner bitch out. That's exactly what happened with that Zack Snyder situation. Basic Cat Man was homeless. I want the 80s back. Well, you should watch Sifway Saturday Night, which is every Saturday night, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And I still need to make sure, I might do a test real quick at the end of this stream to see if the damn Synthwave works. And hey, I got a video about Purple Rain coming out tomorrow. So you're going to get the 80s back, but it's going to be for modern audiences. Went to sleep in a place that's a botanical garden, but it was a poison ivy's lair. Talking about this Catman idea you have. And then a tiger throat fucked him. That's not what happened. Speaking of cats, Cat Williams interview Robert was talking about. Very interesting. Very interesting. Not news, but you know what? That stuff is still necessary. I think more and more people need to realize how crazy Hollywood is. That way it's not going to shock you when they do all the stupid stuff they do. And happy belated birthday, awesome one. Happy birthday. I appreciate you being here. Skip everything, poison ivy, inject him with tiger DNA. He grew to 6'7", 340 of muscle and strength, super smell, eyesight, a bunch of abilities. There was a Kevin Hart movie I watched part of, didn't see a dress. Yeah, the dudes in the dress, they've been doing that for a while. Not just black dudes, white dudes. Shit, your boy Dustin Hoffman, Tootsie, Robin Williams. Think about Mrs. Doubtfire. Think about the plot of that movie. I am not wearing a dress. I am not wearing a dress. But think about how crazy the plot of Mrs. Doubtfire. It's about a guy who just wants to see his fucking kids and has to wear a dress just to see his kids. That's a fucked up premise. We just watched the movie and laughed. That's a fucked up premise for a movie. That's a real fucked up premise. So they put a lot of guys in dress. Shit, I saw something with Dave Chappelle in a dress. It was a big thing. Not just there was Robin Hood Men in Tights. Dave Chappelle's in that movie and he wears a dress in it. Now I knew about that. There's another clip of him and this is still early Dave Chappelle, probably early 90s. They're mocking, and I don't even know what show or what sketch is from, but they're mocking Howard Stern, and Dave Chappelle is set up to dress like Robin Quivers. He's playing Robin Quivers in this fake Howard Stern sketch. And it's like, wow, they had Dave Chappelle in the dress, not once, but twice. So yeah, they put a lot of these guys in dresses. I saw, speaking of stories, what's the dude? I just mentioned him. Jonathan Majors, apparently, I didn't see it. I didn't even see clips. But apparently he had some interview post Me Too, post Cat Bunny, or a Cat Bunny, Snow Bunny, that cat on my mind. But no, post being Snow Bunny, he's got some interview where he's talking about his situation. Like I said, it sucks what happened to him because I think it's a lot of BS. But then again, I ain't read over all the damn case files. I ain't about to act like no lawyer. It just seemed suspect. But with all that said, looks like he's going to be removed from his role in the MCU. That part sucks from that perspective. But ironically enough, I don't think they were doing anything with Kane that was interesting. They put Zac Efron in the dress of Baywatch. I ain't see Baywatch. Cat Bunny by Catman. See, that's what I said. Furry shit. Yeah, they put a lot of white dudes in dresses. I mentioned Robin Williams. They'll toss it. You got it. That's just how you get down. That's just how you get down. Hey, Zax. Vigil. Yeah, I'm sick of that. Vigil. Vigil is something that's gonna happen that all these franchises need after they get murked. We need a candlelight vigil to remember these franchises. That ain't my name. Yeah, I didn't know I was gonna stream either. I just did it. I never know. I just only ones I try to keep is Sunday and Friday. After that, it's just whenever. No, you don't know how to raid. You don't got to raid. Force people to come here. If they don't want to show up, they don't want to show up. Yeah, it sounds wrong. He created art for it and everything. It's dope. That'd be a dope thing, man. Hey, shit, try to change the names and make your own thing. Alter it just enough. And come up with your own story. Because unfortunately, DC would never greenlight something like that. And the only chance you got of them greenlighting anything is if you had an original story anyway. I'll tell you this. That's something that's going to be very interesting in this AI art world. Like original works where people... And I'm not saying... I'm not sure what your art background is, Rich. Maybe you're really good at art. But like somebody like me, I'm not that good at art. I can't draw a stick figure. But like I can make a comic using straight AI. And how is that gonna work? How are people gonna react to that? Where, okay, yeah, I could have used a traditional artist, but that comes with a cost. And I do my own thing with AI. Surely I'm gonna get some pushback, like Shiva in the game, those clones. I just keep playing with Adam 22. That's not Adam 22. I don't know why this made me think of this, but from watching a lot more sports, in particular football, I have noticed, and I even mentioned this weird thing with my brother. There's a lot of if you watch commercials, every couple's an interracial couple. No matter what rate, it's just there's always an interracial couple in these commercials. And I don't have I'm not one of those guys that's like, oh, you're supposed to stick to your own and shit. I mean, you can date and be with whoever you want. You know what I'm saying? I've dated outside my race before, and I probably will again, or I might not. I don't know. I'm not, pro whatever. It's whatever. It's whatever. But it's just weird that every single couple's an interracial couple. That nobody in this commercial world likes somebody who's of their same phenotype. That's just, I don't know. I don't have an issue with it. It's whatever. But the weird thing is that every depiction of a couple, it pretty much is like that. Just weird. Just a weird observation of modern. Now, ironically, if I didn't watch sports, I would never know. Cause I'm only noticing it watching the NFL season and shit like that. Because you can skip commercials on the internet, so. Yeah, it's always the great brownie. I saw a guy draw, he said he can't draw a stick, he can shoot one. There you go. But yeah, it's very weird. It's annoying. It's weird. That's what makes it weird. It's just because every single couple is interracial. And it's never, you know what, Robert, I'm glad you said it. They always do pick a fugly looking woman. And in certain races, like, you only see like black and white. Like you'll see, no, let me say it. If you see a black man, it's going to be a white woman. You're never going to see like a black man and an Asian woman. Why can't I date Ling Xiaoyu? Why I got to date Becky? I might want an Asian girl, but nope, black and white. Now, sometimes you'll see either black or white with like Latino, but vaguely Latino. They don't give you which nationality. You just got to guess. Sometimes you'll see a black and presumably a Mexican, or white presumably a Mexican. But it's usually, and then you'll sometimes, for some reason they really like the Asian Mexican mix, which I don't know how common of a matchup that is in real life, but it's much. I swear I've seen more in commercials than I have real life. I don't get it. It's just weird. It's weird that it's everyone. It was one thing, you know, when it was just like, okay, a couples like this, but it feels like social engineering. That's the thing. Because it's written by a fugly white woman. You don't see a Dominican man or what. I don't see too many black and Asian. I see a lot of white and Asian. Or they'll toss like like I said, Latino and Asian. But I don't see too many black men with Asian. I'm Dominican, Japanese. Maybe you should be in the commercial. There you go. They can toss you wherever. But yeah, I've noticed it and it's weird. See, Tom's noticed. A lot of people. It's getting harder and harder not to notice because of every fucking commercial. And I don't know, like, outside of social engineering, what is the goal? Are they just trying to make us one race? Like, is that the long-term goal for this? I don't get it. And again, I'm not, stick to your own kind. I'm not crazy. You date whoever the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying? Whatever race, gender, whatever you're into, that's fine. And, there's beautiful people of all nationalities. Shit, now when you said fugly white woman, I'm thinking about what Cat Williams said. He said everybody got this, what did he say? A light-skinned wife? A light-skinned and ugly-faced wife that don't talk? There's a lot of people with these weird-looking, ambiguously raced wives. And you're like, what is she, white or Asian or Latino? And she don't talk, and they have, like, weird face. There is a lot of these people who got these, like, weird-faced, ambiguously raced women. And those are the ones that they see these. You see these damn commercials. Just like what the fuck? What in the name of the Illuminati y'all doing here? You know what I mean? It's just like I don't know what the agenda is. I can only imagine some sort of social engineering trick. Mexicans are the most whitewashed out of Hispanics. Let's see. Dominicans are tropical Mexican. Whoa. I don't anyone who hates hot Asians. I'm not a big fan of Aquafina, but I don't think she's considered hot. I don't hate her. She's just obnoxious as shit. And a not entertaining individual. I don't hate her. She just isn't good at her job. Yeah, she's not hot at all. She's completely mid at best, basic looking Asian. And she's just so obnoxious, man. I would say she single-handedly ruined Shang-Chi. But Shang-Chi had a lot of stuff going on that was messing it up. But fucking, what's my man? Tony Love was trying to save it. He did his damnedest to try to make that into a watchable fucking movie. And for an hour, he accomplished it. But, as that second half, it just gets terrible. No, Aquafina is this... I guess she used to be a rapper. She's Asian. And they toss her in movies, but she's not entertaining. I don't even know. She's going to be in the new Kung Fu Panda. She was in Shang-Chi, which was a shitty Marvel movie. But like I said, the first hour actually is kind of straight. And Tony Lowe, I'm mispronouncing his name. He's a good actor. He was the villain, but his arc is actually pretty interesting at first. But the movie just degenerates into nonsense and shitty CG. But when it's a decent martial arts movie, it's actually a decent martial arts movie. The first hour of that movie was actually shockingly straight. But boy, did it fall off. I'm dead. Hey, Copa. Progressive globalist dream. No more races. Everyone's mixed and brown. Maybe. That was a South Park episode where everyone mixed it into one. Well, these animated programs be predictive programming, so maybe that's what they said at the Eyes Wide Shut meeting. Don't take this the wrong way. I ain't letting my kids or my grandkids when I die. Spirit, I ain't letting my family be with no white. Oh, whoa. Like I said, I don't have an issue with interracial dating and interracial couples and shit. It's just weird that every single time you turn on a commercial, it's a thing. I'm not somebody who gets caught up on it either way. We appreciate honest racism. Listen, it's each day. Listen, I did just say I don't know if I could date a white woman my age. But that's because I don't want a Karen, man. And I don't want a black Karen either. I don't want a Mexican Karen. I can't date no Karen, man. And I'm the age where the women my age are fucking Karens, man. So really, that's what I can't do it. I can't date a Karen. I just can't do it. I can't date a single mother, and I can't date a Karen. Listen, I ain't trying to act like I'm the catchest of catch. I'm a decent dude, but I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm not about to date a chick with an aggressive haircut who's built like Mewtwo. Just cause I just can't do it. And Karens. I got no issue in a racial relationship. I'm in a country where racist old people. Except Mexican, Indian, Puerto Rican, anything white. I see. I don't live in the Dominican. I don't know how it is out there. Like I said, I've only heard from the passport bros. And they're full of shit, so I don't know how it is out there, man. In the Dominican Republic. Yeah, I don't know. It's just an observation about commercials. Says worse than America. And that's the craziest thing, because the passport bros talk so much shit about like the DR and Brazil and some of these places. But most of the people online who are passport bros aren't actually passport bros. Like maybe they do have a passport, but they're not really traveling looking for women. If they are, they're not really getting women. At best, they're going to some of these countries and just hitting up the ladies of the night of a specific region. That's the hidden truth to this passport bro shit. That most of these guys are guys older than me, 40, 50, 60, 70. They like going to certain countries. They go to the red light district and they pay for fun. That's not the dream they're selling you. The whole passport bros gimmick is, oh no, women are more feminine everywhere else. Go spend thousands of dollars for a ticket, hop on a plane, and then sit for the first woman from the Philippines or the Dominican Republic or Colombia that you can. Just as soon as you get off the plane, you're going to be treated like a king. They love fat loser Americans like you. Go to the Philippines and it'll be many, many wives. Go to the Dominican Republic. Go to Thailand. Go to Colombia, Brazil. And wives just be hanging from the trees looking for you. That's what they sell guys. And I know guys are just getting scammed. A dude got drugged. Dude got killed out in Colombia. Guys are getting scammed in a lot of these countries, robbed in a lot of these countries. But they don't know no better. And the motherfuckers telling you on the internet, they're not even going to these countries, so they don't know no fucking better. So it's just a big scam. Another one of the many scams that make up the internet. But there's guys out there that tell you, yeah, go to the Dominican Republic. Go here, go to, like I said, Colombia is another place they like going to. Even though motherfuckers be getting drugged and all sorts of shit out in Colombia, they still want to tell motherfuckers, oh yeah, go to Colombia. Wouldn't shock me if you run a coffee shop out of Milwaukee suburb. Talking about Sister Dildo, right? You over here playing basketball, have a house. Pure strains, no blends. They love fat loser guys for a reason, a lot of money. Yeah. Fat loser dudes is going to trick. Yeah, it's a lot of people who talking about these countries and they've never been to them. They've never been. And they just sell them like they the lands of milk and honey. Because they know that their audience is never going, most of their audience is never going to go. Most of their audience is never going to go, so they don't have to be honest. They can just make shit up. They can make the whole fucking thing up. And a lot of times they do. They just be told, oh yeah, get your passport and just women better somewhere else. I'm like, I mean, are you sure about that? Because you heard this fucking thing called the internet? So I don't, like, what do you think? Do you think women genetically are just different everywhere else? Which, I mean, I guess, yeah, there's going to be different phenotypes in different areas, but, like, you think the same issues are not going to... The only reason the theory of the passport bros has even a quarter of a chance is because of the fucking exchange rate. So this is a movement based upon the U.S. dollar exchange rate. The fact that the U.S. dollar hasn't collapsed yet. Dominican are terrible. The bottom team, oof. Equally to the nobody. Jesus. Getting real red pill. Like, chat, bro, come on. Don't come to Dominican Republic straight up. If you here, travel, sure. But if you think you finding a girl here, out of your damn mind. I'm telling you, I gotta find some of those passport bros. I've been meaning to do like a live stream that's not a game so I can talk about different subjects. And I'm going to have to find one of those things where the passport bros talk about DR. And you can tell me what they say. You know, I'm sure it's all bullshit. They said, like I said, they'll tell you Colombia is such a great place, even though you can get robbed They robbing people every fucking day out there. They drugging people every fucking day. They drugging people here. They drugging people here. That's what Cardi B was into, drugging and robbing people. So unfortunately, there's a lot of people into that shit. Men in the DR had a great time. He said the web was ugly as AF. This is such a dildo's trip to the DR back in the days. Said that word they mid. Man, most girls look like girls, man. Most girls are mid. Everywhere want to sell you. I remember one dude, I forgot, it was like on one of the YouTube shorts. He said he went to Russia and Margot Robbie is average compared to Russia. But get the fuck out of here. This girl's beautiful anywhere. But he was just talking shit. He was just overdoing it as guys do. Just overdoing it. He said, oh yeah, you go to Russia, you would look at Margot Robbie out there. The fuck out of here. You sound crazy. He couldn't just say, oh, it's a lot of girls that look just as good out there. He had to take it that extra step. I think it was a white dude. He had to take it that extra step. Oh yeah, you wouldn't even look, something like you wouldn't even look at her, wouldn't even think about her if you was out in Russia. It's like, get the fuck out of there. You sound crazy. Oh man, was it Schultz that did it? Mid is normal. Word, they mid. He's right. Schultz is always. You said Margot Robbie not that pretty. I think she's pretty. Back and the Bronx girl said she wasn't gonna line me up because she knew I was broke. Damn. Yeah, I think Margot Robbie pretty. I think that's a solid. Cause listen, I don't think every girl is pretty. You know what I'm saying? I feel safe saying Margot Robbie's pretty. Like I wouldn't say, like, you know, a lot of hype talking about football because Taylor Swift is dating Travis Kelce. I wouldn't call Taylor Swift ugly by any stretch of the imagination, but she's not all that. I honestly think she's mid looking. That's no disrespect. I just feel like Taylor Swift is not so pretty that you couldn't see a girl like that at anywhere you go. Like you might go to the store and see a girl just as pretty as Taylor Swift. That's not a knock. It's just what she is. She's not. You know what I mean? She's not like one of those beautiful type celebrities to me. But I would say Margot Robbie is a much better looking girl than Taylor Swift. And I'm not trying, be a male chauvinist or whatever the fuck. That's just what I would feel. And I don't think that what I just said is crazy or shocking. You know what I mean? Even though some guys are into Taylor Swift, that's your business. I mean, she's a solid adjustable 6. You know what I'm saying? Listen, the average girl is about an adjustable 5, adjustable 6. Ain't nothing wrong with being average. I think she's pretty plain and she's just average looking. And I'm not knocking her on that. I'm just stating that. You know what I mean? Oh man, that's Margot Robbie. I mean, she don't need to. She doesn't have a terrible body. She has a skinny build, but she has a terrible body. Some girls can put that on. You said she felt like a dead fish. She do seem like she don't move, don't she? She just look at you and she act like she's not into it. She do seem like she don't really move. But Margot Robbie don't got a terrible body. She's not thick. She got more body than Taylor Swift. Because Taylor Swift look kind of skinny. Honestly, Taylor Swift will sometimes be looking kind of skinny fat. But that's another can of worms. I ain't about to win Mr. Olympia. I'm in no position to be critical of nobody's looks like that. What's she do? Speaking of Mr. Olympia, and I'm not sure how much longer ago, this might be the last one. I'm starting to get tired. But I was watching a video, and maybe I should even make a video on The Rock and on male body image and TV and movies. There was a video talking about The Rock not being natty. And if you don't know, The Rock is on steroids. The Rock is on steroids, allegedly, because I don't want to get sued. But if you have eyes, you can tell he's on steroids. Right? But for some reason, this ain't the first video that talks about The Rock on steroids. But I'm watching the video and it just hit me like, yo, he's gonna fucking die one day off of this shit, bro. And not everybody likes The Rock, and I know that fucking Maui situation didn't help. So, okay, if you don't like him, that's one thing. But he is going, like, this is going to kill him one day. There's zero doubt in my mind that it will. Like, he has to stop. Shit, Triple H had a heart attack like 2 or 3 years ago. That was somebody he wrestled quite a bit back when he was a wrestler. It was like his ultimate rival. And he did quite a few steroids throughout his life. And, it's not just steroids, guys. They put these guys, they do HGH, they do peptides, they do steroids, they do diuretics after your organs are already enlarged and all this other shit. Let's dry this shit out and dehydrate all your body so you can look more shredded. They do all these chemicals, and they, a guy like Rock is doing this shit all year round. At least the bodybuilders will take a break, cycle the shit off just for their fucking organ's sake. He's not even doing that. He's gonna die. He's gonna die. Like, it's inevitable. You can't keep this rate up. Now he's in his 50s. And for some reason, I'm like, damn, this bro. And somebody needs to tell him, yo, you're going to have to put that shit down, bro. I know you got all these movies and shit. You're going to have to put that shit down. Because there's no way. It's too much. He's now 10, 15 years into this shit, 20 years into this shit. If you're a Rock fan, man, it's messed up that we live in this world where you can't talk about steroids for some reason. But we all want people on steroids. Everybody in the Marvel universe has done steroids. Remember seeing Adam. I didn't even see Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but you look at the guy who played Adam Warlock. He looks massive. We talked about Reacher. That dude's massive. You know what I'm saying? Chris Hemsworth. If you ever saw the before and after pictures with him, even Chris Evans. Some of these guys get ginormous and everything for these movie roles. We want guys to get big, but then we'll shit on the Liver King for lying. Why? Because that's what we actually want. We want guys to be super jacked, and then we want to act like surprised when they're on fucking every chemical under the motherfucking sun. Oh, how could they? Well, how couldn't they? Shit. If it was you would do it too. Some of these guys are taking it up the ass just to get on TV. Yeah, they're going to do some fucking steroids and diuretics and all this other shit and really risk their lives just to look good for us. And we truly, when you talk about what the market responds to, we truly want them to look crazily huge. To me for Mr. America, nah. Let's see, what did I miss? Vig from Mr. America, nope. Yeah, The Rock on steroids, obviously he's roided up. Pretty much everyone's on steroids. Shit, even when they look good at 20. A lot of these guys hitting steroids at 20. Oh, he's got the Reacher actor? Bro, he looks crazy huge. He looks bigger than most, like, he looks, there's several classes of bodybuilder that he's bigger than. He would have to be damn near in a heavyweight class. He's huge. There's no way that guy's natty. There's no way Reacher's natty. No way. Not in infinite space-time is Reacher too natty. And I don't know why he would lie. But that's the question. Why do people lie? Why do we still have people lying about this shit when it's obvious to anyone with eyes? But I guess because it's not obvious to everyone. There's still a lot of people who just don't know. You know what I'm saying? A lot of grandmas and aunties and people who don't really know much about fitness, and they don't know no better. And so that's who it's really for. And I get it. They always say, oh, one ninjas that look like the penguin. Fair enough. Okay, you don't want chubby dudes. But goddamn, does everybody have to look Jack? Would I switch places? No, I wouldn't switch places with The Rock. I wouldn't switch places. Because like I said, I don't know what he had to do with these eyes wide shut parties, man. We just talked about Cat Williams. These celebrities, they be doing strange things for a little change. They do strange things for a little change. I'm not giving up the butthole for no reason, ever. Ever. Not in infinite space time. And listen, for The Rock to be as big he's probably giving up that butthole. He probably gave up the butthole to Vince McMahon back in the day. Because Vince McMahon swung that way and probably still swings that way. Allegedly. So, I wouldn't. Because, listen, I get it. The billions of dollars. He has an incredible physique. Incredible, you would think, life. But I'm telling you, he's probably had to bend over once or twice. Maybe more than that. Maybe anytime he wants to, hey, you want to be in the new Fast and the Furious, don't you, Rock? Yeah, well, you know what you got to do. I mean, that would suck. I wouldn't really want to be a celebrity. There's no celebrity I would switch places with. Because I'm not trying to, like I said, just give up my dignity. We were talking earlier about the guys in the dress. Yeah, they didn't put Rock in the dress. They made him the Tooth Fairy and all this other shit. Damn, I did. Celeb Tars said, yeah, Pat Patterson did do some weird stuff too. He did some weird stuff you talking about back in the day. Roman Reigns, yeah, a lot of these guys, a lot of these Roman Reigns, he got his hair. They're gonna toss Roman Reigns out in Hollywood too. That's the plan. That's the plan. That's the plan with all those big wrestlers. They did it. That's the new wave. Because the first one really was The Rock. I mean, yeah, you had Roddy Piper did They Live, and Hogan did just stupid ass movies, No Holds Barred and all that bullshit. But if you talk about, the first one that they really in this modern era was like The Rock, and then they tossed out Batista. And now you got John Cena out there. They're gonna toss Roman Reigns out there into the celebrity. He's next. He's probably coming in the next few years. They already had him in one of those Fast and the Furious movies. Shit, normally they pay with cash. Hey, Fish Chosen, he sees here now. I appreciate it. Keep in mind, Patterson was gay, but he's gay. He was in the closet. Get exposed later being weirdos, yeah. Pat Patterson definitely, even before he got to WWE, apparently did something to Roddy Piper back in the early 80s or late 70s. And then allegedly, amongst others, some people got caught, but there was this thing with the Ring Boys. They had a ring announcer involved, and there was rumors Pat Patterson was involved. I think the ring announcer got some jail time. I don't think Pat Patterson did. So it's the Fast and the Furious. You got to go to your quarter time. Oh boy, you cool. But it's just this is strange. Hollywood's a strange town, man. A lot of these people go through stuff. There's Cat Williams and a lot of black celebrities, but it's a lot of white celebrities too. What's the fucking? I think I even talked about the Nickelodeon chick. I'm glad my mom is dead or some shit because of how her mom treated her. And if you ever seen Amanda Bynes and that Dan Snyder motherfucker, this fat 700-pound looking motherfucker with this 14-year-old Amanda Bynes. I mean, there was some real Epstein stuff going on in Nickelodeon and Disney Channel, and some of these kids went through it. It's some sick shit, man. Sick shit. Yeah, entertainment industry is a crazy place. Yeah, Nickelodeon evil. Highly weird, yep. Maybe The Rock will die at 60, maybe. I can't imagine, I don't know how his heart keeps going. I don't know how his heart keep going. Like I said, motherfucking Triple H had a heart attack 2 years ago. I'm surprised he didn't call him and say, "Yo, bro, you gonna have to put that shit down. I just had a heart attack." And then Triple H even go, "Oh, well, I got So, heart defect running my family. I'm sure they do, but 20 years of steroid use plus the shit has something to do with it, sir. A lot of people family may have some heart problems, but Triple H almost died 2 years ago. Quiet as kept. They don't really talk about it. And now he's the CEO of every damn thing, whatever his role is. But he almost died. His heart completely stopped. Completely. Never heard anything happen to women's wrestlers except recently with Jericho and Sammy Guevara back in 2019. And really nothing happened in either case. It's not illegal to try to have sex with a woman, man. They sure act like it do. You heard what he did to Sam from Carl. I didn't hear nothing about her specifically. I just remember Amanda Bynes. But see, I don't remember every one of those Nickelodeon shows anyway, unfortunately. I think Sam is the one girl I'm thinking of, Jeanette McCourty. Whatever. Yeah, she hated her mom for making her in Hollywood. Yep, because Sammy said, even though it was wrong, he said what he said when she was like 16. So this is crazy. Fucking with 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds. Some real evil shit, man. Some real evil shit goes on out in Hollywood. So I wouldn't trade places with none of them celebrities, man. They do some wild shit just to get on. Wild shit. And that's why they be all crazy. That's why there's so much drug use. Man, imagine, because, I'll be saying, oh, you got to suck a dick. Man, it'd be worse than that. It'd be like, yo, you got to suck like 15 dicks. Imagine that. I mean, we joking, but we serious. Imagine, you work, you whatever the fuck it is, musician, actor, screenwriter, director, whatever it is, you've been working on your craft 15, 20 years just to get to the spot. And you get to the spot, they like, yeah, you trying to really be a celebrity? Yeah, you're going to have to suck some dick. Straight up. And then you suck one person. You lower your dignity. You suck a dick. You're like, damn, I can't believe I did that to get on. Bro, that was just to get to the next level. Now you really want to be a star? Well, you're going to have to come to the party with Puffy. And Puffy and his friends, and Clive Davis, everybody, they want the same treatment. Because you want to be a star, right? And you like, damn, I was writing. I was homeless. I was doing this shit 15 years. I already lowered my dignity once. Y'all want all these guys? Yep. Do you want to be famous? Because it's a room full of motherfuckers down to do it. And these motherfuckers be getting turned out by the Hollywood industry. Suck what? Gotta suck some peen, man. Gotta suck the female pee-pee, as you would say. I trade places with Hulk Hogan. I want to be that good of a graffiti artist. Crazy how Sam... Yeah, they were in a faction. They both had trouble with female wrestlers. They need to stop trying to fuck wrestlers. Fuck these female wrestlers and go back to fucking fans like normal celebrities. Can't be trying to fuck Pierce. No. Hole must like a mouth after being in Hollywood. Being straight is gay. It is in Hollywood. Patrice O'Neal. No, he didn't. I don't think Patrice O'Neal did much. I mean, maybe he did. I don't go his eyes wide shut probably, but he just didn't seem like they pushed him that far. Chris Farley, who knows? Sammy, oh shit, Sammy he sure do have a kid with Ty Conti. I know Scarlett Johansson got so much dick in her ass she had nightmares. Couldn't you stall it though? Is that real life or that just shit you just made up? It's probably something you just made up. But I'm sure that somebody's that's happened to. They done been through so much just to get on in Hollywood. And they traumatized. That's what that Me Too shit was really about. They tried to, kind of hide what it was. A lot of these motherfuckers have been on the casting couch to the extent where their whole soul is gone, man. Their whole spirit, their whole way they feel about themselves, it's destroyed. You know what I'm saying? They done destroyed their whole spirit. Said I sniffed ScarJo's box. Well, shit, Robot Chicken said Scarlett Johansson has a big Johansson. We know Dan Snyder made all them Tinker. Yep. Unfortunately, we was talking a little bit about that. I'm not sure if you was here or not. Probably were. But yeah, a lot of them execs that made a lot of people, That's probably why they're not tripping about Josh Giddey. Like shit, everybody at ESPN probably did way worse than what Josh Giddey did. Way worse. All them execs. Shit, if you ever read, there's a book called ESPN. Those guys had all the fun. They were running trains on random like receptionists having coke parties. They would get a bunch of coke and run trains on bitches back in the 80s. ESPN. That's what they were doing at ESPN in the 80s. They were having literally coked out orgies, and it'll be like I said, they were really running trains with these girls that also worked at ESPN. And who knows, they might still be doing it. For all you know, Malika Andrews talking all this feminist shit. Little do you know, she getting a train ran on her every day. Yeah, they would get caught. And I'm not making that up. It was in the book. It was in the book about them getting coked up and running trains on bitches at ESPN. And that's just one network. What do you think all these networks is doing? Or been doing? And that was the 80s. That's what they try to play it off. Or that was just some 80s shit. It was a different era. Okay. If you say so. Magic Johnson got the magical age, right? I wonder if Ariana Grande said something. Who knows? Ariana probably got many Grandes. Malika Andrews, yeah. Apparently Malika Andrews was a freak before she even made it to ESPN. That's why she's so mad now. If they're of age, to a certain extent, you're right because you're an adult. And if you're of age and you consent to fucking up your dignity, to a certain extent, you're right. It's like you're an adult. But they ain't always care. The shit they do with the kids, the Nickelodeon, the Disney shit, that's fucked up because they kids. They can't really, you know what I mean? And they be doing that shit to them young. But you're right. They sent it to an all-girls school, yep. But she was still apparently thotting it out. So that's probably how she got on to ESPN anyway. Cause she's like she's like one of the biggest people at ESPN right now, Malika Andrews. And she's not even knowledgeable or good. But shit, she might be a head doctor, so it don't matter. But you're right. If she's doing that, she's a grown-ass woman. If she don't want to do it, she can stop anytime. It goes for the men, too. If they getting turned out to be in Hollywood, that's their business. Shit, why don't you get a YouTube channel and just grow organically? There's people who do skits in YouTube channels. People who do CG. People do all sorts of shit at YouTube channels. You don't have to go to Hollywood no more and bend over. That's your business if you're still doing that. That's where it make you. Somebody mentioned Patrice. I feel for Patrice that, unfortunately, during his era, you still had to go through the Hollywood bullshit system. But nowadays, it's you hop on YouTube, hop on Instagram, hop on TikTok. If you want to be in a creative or entertainment type space, you ain't gotta do all that shit. It's gonna take a lot longer. I'm 3 years at it, still ain't made 1,000 subs. Even though you add up all the channels, I'm right around 1,000 subs. But still, it takes time, and that's okay. If you're willing to take the time, just take the time. Don't be trying to, go to Hollywood just to get bent over, and then get mad that you been bent over. That's what I think happened to Cat Williams, even though he didn't say it. But he got all these stories about being at mansion parties and being there when Ludacris supposedly signed some Fast and the Furious deal. Well, that means you was eligible for the same deal with him, wouldn't you? You just happened to always be there at the time when some real sussy, bussy boy shit is happening, huh? But it never involved you ever, Cat? Ever? Mr. 12 Netflix specials? Mr. 1900 city tours? You never did no Batty Boy shit, Cat? Even though you always seem to be right there when Batty Boy shit is going on. Okay, Cat. All right, sure, I believe you. Whatever, bro. Whatever, bro. That's oh shit, that's fucked up. Oh, my man Tom said how the A's making it from Paris to LA. Magic. Goddamn, that's brutal. That's brutal. Golly. 30-year-old chicks getting trained to climb the corporate ladder. Yeah. Shit. Because trust me, it's happening at regular ass jobs too. Not just celebrities. There are 28, 30-year-old chicks who got smutted out just to be the assistant VP at some company you never heard of. Shit, some of them got smutted out by other women. The game's so damn cold. And it's like, hey, you're a grown-ass woman. If that's what you want to do, that's your business. Ain't our job to feel sorry for you. Since we're talking about, yeah, that's crazy. Richard talking about these old men. So you, between the ages of 16 and 19, you a dude, you compete with grown-ass men. That's fucked up. That's really fucked up. That's the way of the world. Especially talking about 18, 19, when they legal. Unfortunately, 18 and 19-year-old girls, they going predominantly to rich dads at best. A lot of them is going to Baghdad, not Baghdad, but a lot of them is going to Dubai. A lot of them is getting, you talking about girls getting shat on. A lot of these girls getting the chic treatment. Unfortunately, I ain't trying, not every girl, I'm sure, but a lot of times you be seeing, oh man, this girl cute, she's 19, 20. Man, she'd have been a bag. Nah, but I don't keep trying to say Baghdad, wrong country. Look at me be a bigot. Allegedly, forgive me. But no, they be going out there to Dubai, to Saudi Arabia, to Jeddah, to different places, and they getting shitted on by sheiks. 250, sometimes less than that a pop. Go after cougars. Unfortunately, those the ones that be, when I was younger, it was the easier to get with the cougar than it was a girl my age. Man, they gonna have to pay. If you date a cougar, you better tax her, man. You better tax her. Old chicks need love, but they gotta pay. They gotta pay. You said you had a few male friends. Now, that sucks. Self-delete. Because you know what, man? I think we've all been there when you're real depressed over a relationship failing or a woman. But a woman is no reason to self-delete. And unfortunately, like, you don't know that when you're young, and that's sad. No man should be self-deleting over no woman. It really ain't worth it, man. Life is not worth ending it over no relationship. You know, especially as a young person. It's not like these relationships. I mean, you know, you can still be young, have a relationship where you have kids and you ain't able to see them and stuff like that. I get that, but even in that situation, it's not worth offering yourself. So you're never, yeah, oh yeah, you talked about your story with the age gap between your father and your mom's. I wouldn't recommend it. I don't want no cougars, and I'm cougar. Now I'm the age where those the girls my age. I don't really want. You know, I ain't trying to go compete with the 20-year-olds either. Maybe later 20s. Probably the perfect, 27, 28. That's probably the perfect age range. But yeah, and I get it. It is hard out here. You shouldn't end your life because some bitch is a bitch. You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. And life can be so valuable. You know what I'm saying? And what you don't realize is, when you young in the moment, sometimes you'll be emotional or not thinking, not as logical as you should be, and you give something credence that once you give it time, bro, by the time you 25, let's say something happened to you at 18, oh man, I was in love with that girl. Man, by the time you 25, you forget that you was even in love with that chick. You literally forget. Yo, that happened to somebody, Richard. You said, imagine being a 10th grader, seeing the girl you like getting a Lamborghini, Josh Giddey. Yo, that was somebody's real life. That was some kid was going for that same little 15-year-old girl Josh Giddey was going for, and saw her hop in his Lamborghini and said, what the fuck? What the fuck can I do with this fucking NBA player? Fucking the same girl I call myself got a crush for. Yeah, since you did those right, don't chase bitches. Work on your shit. Work on yourself for yourself too. Don't be, oh man, I'll get a girl if I get to this point, or I get this much money, or I get this, whatever goal it is. No. Don't even worry about these hoes. If it's meant to be, it'll happen. If you better yourself and you like, man, I'm gonna just be the best version of me. In your case, I'm gonna be the best Richard I can be. Either you'll be good enough to get whoever it is you could want, or you'll be good enough to not give a fuck about whoever it is you could want thinks. And either way, you'll be straight. So but I was young once. That shit hurt when you're young. That shit hurt. You be thinking, I'm going to be alone forever. And then now, shit. All the motherfuckers my age, they don't even want to deal with these chicks. Shit, a lot of guys, even your age, don't even want, like I've said it. The statistics say, for whatever they were, because, statistics can be fudged. There's agendas and all that. But the numbers will tell you 60% of men between your age and my age. I know you just turned 19, if I remember correctly. Or was it 20? I can't. No, I don't know. But between the ages of 18 and 35, I just turned 36. So really, between our age ranges, 60% of the dudes are not even trying. So I talked about a lot of these guys. I've used the term dry dick in it. A lot of these girls is hanging out with the Central Dildo family, man. I'm about to be 40 and alone with no children. That's the plan. Shit. I ain't trying to have no kids in the next few years. That's the plan. At the bro, I don't speak to women like that. It's never just because of women. Yeah, people do need to stop using that as a cope. And yet, Lord knows hoes can smell desperation. Shit, you can smell desperation on them hoes. I was just talking about the Rock situation and with the steroids. And I just remember I didn't do steroids. I never did steroids. I came dangerously close. But I was on this shit called SARMs. And I just remember the SARM shit worked. I had like tons of stamina because I would go to the gym, fuck a fat bitch, brains out, and be up in time for work. You know what I'm saying? Because them SARMs, them shits work. Because I was just thinking about that, thinking about the Rock and steroids. And again, I don't even know if you can get SARMs like that. You used to be able to get SARMs pretty easy. They're not steroids. They're like a step below. And the shit I was on, I did the research to make sure I wasn't crazy. But it gave you crazy stamina. It wouldn't it didn't really fuck with your hormones. But I was just thinking I wasted all that SARMs. Man, I was fucking these fat, ugly hoes. These hoes wasn't even cute. What the fuck? It was a waste of time. I wish I had that time back. Fuck the SARM. I wish I had the time back. Fizz, you want kid? Hey, if you do, good, God bless you. I wish you the best. So every time you spoke, it's 2024 now. But what you said, not gonna lie, every time I spoke to a woman, 2023, I lost 3 brain cells. Yeah, it's basically it's doping. It's doping SARMs. It's doping. It's not. It's not no advanced shit though. But I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't, it was cool for that time for me doing it, but I wouldn't say, hop on that shit. I mean, because, even working out, which I got to get back in the habit, which I try to at least walk and trying to make it regularly going to the gym just for my health. But and that's kind of where I want to make a video. That whole gym culture, man. Got motherfuckers. It's motherfuckers that drop dead doing steroids and diuretics. That's just regular people out here, which is crazy. It's people that drop dead. They social media. The guy died last year, Joe Aesthetics. He was a social media guy. I think he might have been a real bodybuilder too, but he just was a social media bodybuilder. Dropped dead. And you know what? Let's keep it a buck. I say 90% of regular dudes hop on steroids so they can impress girls. That's the reality. That's the reality. And most people who are on steroids, you would never know because they look like normal people because their physique don't even look like a steroid body. They look like a normal person working out because most people on steroids think that the steroids going to do all the work, and that's just not how it works. But they hop on steroids so they can get girls. With the cute selfies of you, I never did the gym tights. I just, wear a hoodie, some sweatpants. It was just a step because you could work out like forever on some SARMs. Like I didn't really have an increase in strength. I guess you were supposed to have a slight, but I mean it was more like you could just go forever, so you could build a lot of muscle. I didn't build that much though. I was still kind of in shape, out of shape. I was just not as fat as I am now. I was a lot skinny or a lot thinner. But I wouldn't, I look like a modern wrestler, which is in shape, out of shape. I was about to say Eddie Kingston, but I'd be playing myself. I look a little bit better than Eddie Kingston. Let me see. What's a physique that I would say my prime physique? Probably like, what's a dude that just look basic? Like that don't look too skinny, because I wasn't as skinny as like a Sammy Guevara. And I almost want to say Jericho now when he out of shape. But I'm like, okay, I'm probably playing myself a little bit because he's like 50. I'm trying to think. And I was skinnier than like a Kevin Owens. But I didn't have no physique. I almost want to say like Hangman or somebody like that, where you just look like a dude that does a basic amount of working out and nothing special. Like that's what I look, just like a basic dude at the gym. I was doing SARMs and some other shit just to Just like a basic bitch. Tom just got to get to bed. Good night. Gonna leave the stream going. Yeah, motherfuckers do get no, I do not look like Rikishi. I look like Rikishi now, but I did not back in the day. I did not. I think you did, may or may not have told the story. You beat up a juiced up guy. You said people worry about the wrong muscle. You're not wrong. All right, Fizz. Talking about wrestler. I do remember Road Dogg. Didn't he do punches? Or did he do like a... Oh, no, he did the pump handle slam and do some gay shit right before he did it. That's right. You know what? Road Dogg, even though I'm probably not as tall as Road Dogg, that's the type of physique. I had like a basic-ass physique. I did not look... I first said Heyman, but I think Heyman might be too muscular. Or like Raven or somebody. Just like a basic dude. Where you can barely notice they got any muscle type dude. I did not. I would. You're supposed to lie. Say, oh no, I look like this. No, I ain't even gonna lie. I look like I looked like a basic looking dude. Like I didn't even look like in that good a shape. Like, I looked at better shape than I do now, but it wasn't like, oh, you work out type. Nah, it's just like, oh, this is a moderate amount of exercise looking dude, in shape, out of shape dude. But yeah, wasn't Road Dogg pump handle slam, but he would like hump the dude right before he did it on some sussy boy shit. If I remember correctly. Let's see. Yeah, oh yeah, maybe I did get it. Yeah, Mr. Ass, Shawn Michaels humping the Canadian flag. You know, suck it. Yeah, when you look back, DX is sus as fuck. They just kept telling grown men to suck they dick. Hey, it's like, okay, what the fuck is really going on? There was a fucking promo, speaking of which, and they censor it now. But I don't think they censored it then. Bret Hart's like, yeah, y'all just some homos. That's literally what he said. I was just a couple of homos. He's actually the one, I don't know if that was intentional or not, but came up with degenerate. So you guys are a bunch of degenerates. You guys are a bunch of homos. So actually it was kind of a funny promo. He was trying to say, that's what the H in Triple H stand for, was homo. Like, that motherfucking name was homo. That was fucking crazy. But that was the 90s wrestling where you could say and do whatever the fuck you want. So you could just go in like, man, y'all some homos. And it was, nobody gave a fuck. It wasn't even remotely controversial. It was just another day. It was just another Monday night. It didn't mean shit. Nowadays, that'd probably, oh my God. Can you believe they said this? But you know what? That's why they don't do shit no more. That's why wrestling got whacked. They don't want to offend nobody now because they got all these damn corporate sponsors and shit. Back then they didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck back then. Never forget what Bully Road told a woman in the crowd. She told Sunday. See, that's what I mean. They didn't give a fuck back then. They to the extent they just couldn't. It's like they couldn't even imagine giving a fuck back then. You could just say whatever you want. You could literally say whatever you want back then. That's what made it so crazy. You could literally say pretty much, as long as you didn't say fuck in whatever little words, but you could talk around it. So you could literally tell somebody, they daughter, you taught your daughter how to suck dick. You could say that shit, and nobody even. It wasn't even a thing. It wasn't no controversy for years. And oh man, what are we gonna do about it? It was just another day. I remember what's the show I was just thinking about. People be having meltdowns every 2 days. Yeah, I did see. Tony Khan, he got issues, man. Ain't no way. This guy's a multi-billionaire just off of his dad. He can do whatever the fuck he want. But he spent all his time on Twitter arguing about wrestling even though he owned, like, he spent all his time and money on a wrestling company. And it's like, listen, we know you fucking Hikaru Shida. Why don't you just keep fucking Shida? Live your life. Why are you on Twitter? As people say, like, man, how you gonna be a billionaire and don't got no bitches? That don't even make no sense. But he seems like a billionaire dude who doesn't have bitches. How can you not have bitches? You're a billionaire, bro. Just trick. If I had money like that and I knew I wasn't gonna get no hoes, but I got that much money, just trick on these bitches. Just trick on these bitches. Spend your money, have a good time, and stop worrying about fucking what some dweeb said about your wrestling company, bro. Who cares? Who cares about whatever the fuck you was talking about, Jinder Mahal and shit? Bro, you're a billionaire, homie. Again, we know you fucking the female wrestlers. We know you fucking Sheeta. We know you done probably fuck Britt Baker too. It's okay. Nobody tripping. You know what I'm saying? They grown women. You know. Just live your life. You know what I'm saying? Why would you? I mean, if you don't, whatever you doing. And even if you want to still keep the company, you can still keep the company. But stop getting on Twitter every day, getting mad at what people got to say. That's just crazy to me. I don't get it. That's why I couldn't keep up being a fandom critic. I can't just keep talking about something I hate. I can't wake up every day mad. Every day, all the time, mad at something I'm putting my effort into. That's crazy to me. Think he's smashing Toni Storm? She's thick. She's thick, Toni Storm. Good job if he is. Future passport, bro. Yeah, he arguing about the WWE. Yeah, I think he's smashing all the Japanese girls, though. Rio. High-end call girls out the ass. Because he's never going to spend all that money. Listen, you're telling me Boogie out here tricking on these bitches and Tony Khan's not? Nope. I don't buy it. But shit, Boogie getting bitches to the point where they don't want to be prostitutes no more. Them bitches converted it back into normal bitches. They said, this is too much for me. I can't be fucking Boogie. Maybe Tony Khan that same type of dude where it's just like, man, yeah, he can't keep the call girls because he be converting them back into normal women. Because after they be fucking with him, they like, man, I just want to be a normal chick. I don't even want to do this no more. You think he was smashing Nyla Rose? Well, that'd be crazy, but it wouldn't be shocking. And for those who don't know, Nyla Rose is a transgender. That means this individual was born a man. But Tony Khan did put her on TV first episode. And I'm trying not to misgender her. He put her and he put Sonny Kiss on his television show. And Sonny Kiss is a homosexual character, male character who twerks. And the very first episode of his television show, he made sure both were featured prominently. I don't know why. So I only want to talk about what I love. Yeah, white women, obviously. I bet they get. Oh boy, that's not. Shit, listen. He's the one put them both. It's his television show. He paid all the money he wanted for it. They were on the very first episode. Now they're both gone now, but they were like huge parts of the premiere episode. Especially Nyla Rose. He just kept. I mean, Nyla Rose was one of the most important characters the first few months of AEW. They just couldn't. She was on every episode, at least the first, like the whole, what you would say the first season was. She was on like every fucking episode. No cap. So they did everything they could to push her down your throat. Pun not intended. See, he definitely does bust up. Yeah, Tony Khan's a weird dude, man. There'd be no way I'd be on Twitter as much as he is. I'm not even on Twitter as much as he is, and I'm a content creator, bro. I should be on Twitter more. You know what I'm saying? But I just can't because Twitter is trash. I think that's his first problem. He definitely is addicted to Twitter, and I definitely think he's the type of person that, like, he's addicted to people who don't like him. Like, he cares more about what people who don't like him got to say than people who do like him. You know what I'm saying? He's that type of person. And that's, you know, all jokes aside, it's just never a good thing. Who cares? Like, you should be worried about your company. You should be worried about trying to get a new TV deal, because that seems like that should be the biggest thing on your mind, is how I'm going to make sure AEW still has a TV deal so we can continue going, whether it's with Warner Brothers, whether it's with Amazon, whatever the fuck it is. So I haven't been in the hub in a minute. Thank goodness. But yeah, we were talking about the crazy stuff the hub's pushing. You say it's pushing the trans stuff on straight people. Yeah. They've been pushing. Because we were talking about, Fitz just left, but he kept bringing up how they kept bringing up incest pride on the hub. And then, yeah, they keep trying to push that transgender agenda if you're on the hub. Some sick shit, man. Some sick shit. Speaking of sick shit, this is probably gonna be our last run. I'm starting to fade myself. Yeah, it's some crazy stuff in this crazy world, man. Appreciate you guys riding with me and riding with these streams. I need to toss out more shorts. Like I said, I got a video talking about the whole Prince musical situation coming up in a few hours. And, you know, tomorrow you ain't got to watch in a few hours. I don't like doing the premiere thing. I don't think that helps. And plus, I don't always feel like being in the chat. So I just will schedule stuff for the morning. But hopefully I can get some shorts out from either this stream or the last one as well. So check for that. You know, I know not everybody watches every moment of every stream. Or, you know, sometimes you have funny moments you want to relive. So we definitely got to toss some more shorts out for the rest of the week. Then maybe speaking to rhyme with shorts, some sports content for the other channel. I am starting to fade something crazy. Shit, I'm about ready to just die on purpose. Not in that type of way. I want to live a healthy life. Shit, we ain't talking about Epstein list. That's something I've really been wanting to talk about, but I haven't sat up there and did the research. And then I know we kind of referenced it when actually me and Sister Dildo was in Matt's chat, but that story about those tunnels in New York, and it's just a coincidence. The group that was building them, that's a wild fucking story. Like, I'm not, that's some wild shit. They weren't doing that to, I was about to say something to identify the group. They weren't trading fucking pie recipes underground. What the fuck were they doing? Or are they doing? It's gotta be something evil, right? It's gotta be something nefarious, right? It's gotta be, right? Because why the fuck would you build all these tunnels underneath all these areas where this group coincidentally happens to be? It's a coincidence. Nothing more. Nothing more. But that's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy as shit. Crazy shit. Like, what the fuck were in these fucking tunnels? I can't help but to think of some Epstein shit. Like, that's the first thing that went in my head. Either some Epstein or some globalist sacrificing the younglings. Like, clearly y'all trading, we'll just say, what's the code words? Pizza and hot dogs? Because that's, like, what else do you need tunnels for? To go underneath the city of New York? Why would you need to create a network where you can hide as much material if it's just some basic shit? Like, there's no way in the world it's just some basic shit. Like, y'all got to be doing some wild shit, allegedly. allegedly. And listen, I hope I'm fucking wrong. I hope y'all was just fucking just using the tunnels for some simple, explainable, logical reasons, but I just don't know what those reasons could possibly be in infinite space time. Yeah, go. Or yeah, they were ortho. They ate the pizza. Those be the godless ones. Well, maybe they weren't really ortho. You said it's gold. I mean, maybe it was just some gold. I hope it was just some gold or some shit like that. But maybe it's a front that they were ortho. Cause listen, I lived in Southfield. You see that group, and you'll see them walking around the very super hardcore Orthodox. They keep the Sabbath on Friday evening and on Saturday, which is the actual Sabbath, to be fair. And they won't use any technology, and they walk around and that and the third. You see them around. Like I said, this is back when I lived in Michigan. I just, I never heard of them having a fucking tunneling system, though. You know what I'm saying? What did they have in those tunnels? Because, listen, I don't think whatever they had, pun not intended, was kosher. I don't think whatever they were doing was cool. Because you don't need tunnels for it. And again, maybe it's some shit where, these some old tunnels that's been in New York for years and years, and they just happen to find them, and they weren't really doing shit with them. I hope it wasn't nothing crazy. But I think it was some pieces situation. I ain't talking about the Hut. I ain't talking about Little Caesars. Or, whatever, Domino's, Papa John's. That's not the pizza we talking about, unfortunately. But I hope I'm wrong. Shit. Please don't be that. Goodness. So much evil in this fucking world. Please just be something that's very explainable and logical. I haven't been looking at the memes. I need to check them out. And it looks like we're about to die. Yeah, we're dead. I don't think I'm surviving this shit. Shit. That's it. Yep. Purple rain. Purple rain. Purple rain. Yeah, it's definitely some haram shit. But guys, we're going to get out of here. Speaking of Purple Rain, we got the Purple Rain musical video. We talk about the craziness from that musical. And then hopefully some more videos and shorts throughout the week. So, if you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe, please do that. But even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Good night and God bless. Oh, shit. I didn't know Courtney was in the Kick Chat. I see Courtney was in the Kick Chat. All right. I'll talk to all you guys later. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe definitely Friday, if not tomorrow. All right.